It's 2019, and this man right here feels like he's on top of the world. After 2 years and over 500 rejections, Faroon has finally landed the job of his dreams. Growing up in Karachi, Pakistan, Faroon always felt like the odd one out. Despite the average person only making $150 a month, there was always a calling inside of him, a desire for importance. And all these years later, he had finally got it. But as the weeks went by, what seemed like a dream as a kid slowly turned into his worst nightmare. Stuck in an office all day, Faroon despised his job. He knew he was meant for more. Low motivation and low performance eventually caught up with him, and 2 years in, he was fired. With his ego shattered and his parents disappointed, he felt like fate had it out for him. Undeterred, however, Faroon got back to work. He decided to move back to Pakistan and rebuild from scratch. Over the next few years, he tried everything: dropshipping, affiliate marketing, and even joining a startup as the founder's right-hand man. But nothing seemed to fulfill his calling. Nothing seemed to fully click into place. And so Faroon decided to start from scratch, again. With no experience in entrepreneurship, no outsider investment, and $9,000 left in the bank, Faroon decided to roll the dice one more time. This time, however, things might have turned out a bit differently. And that's why today, we are here in London to investigate and see where his storyline is heading towards today.
Perfect timing. How's it going, man?
What's up, bro?
I was scared you guys were lost somewhere. This is
We're here.
the mini humble abode. Hi everyone. I've been in this flat for 4 years now, so
Nice.
I was in this flat when I was at a 29k salary, making at 2.5k a month. So that's around what 3k usually a month. And I'm still in this flat, and we're at like over 50k personal profit a month. Same place. So I've still got.
Oh shit! 50k a month profit, but no cushions?
Exactly. And I still got like a pretty, like the original screen I had when I was working a job. That's
Oh, it's the same screen you had when you worked the job?
Yeah, the same screen, yeah. I had to buy a new screen now, which actually I got a cheaper screen. Because I was looking at Sam's Skool News weekly things, and I saw he had like a very basic LG monitor, and I looked it up, and it was like less than $100. Like, why am I spending $300, £300 on a screen when it doesn't even
It's
matter?
like Miles on our team. He broke his glasses, so it's completely broken. He said, I don't have time to go and fucking buy a new pair of glasses. He just works with his broken.
I love that. That's so cool. Like everything you see in the flat has been here when I was making 3k a month. Like I've changed nothing. In fact, I've downgraded. So like this is like a very basic life I've got. These clothes are like Zara, it's like 10 quid.
Nice.
This is from Pakistan, so less than 10 quid, but like no like car, no like fancy watches or anything.
How it should be.
That's how it should be.
All this flash on YouTube with everybody fucking cars and shit. Most entrepreneurs are just home fucking working.
Into that drawer.
Yeah, so you see that? I would, really funny story, but I used to work a job which was Central London, 30-minute commute, and I just had to be in, like even though the bosses weren't in there, I just wanted to be in by 9 a.m. So I'd have to rush by 8:20 or so. So I'd have like just really like aggressively like open the thing to get my socks out and stuff. The socks used to be here, and I just like basically broke this, and I broke that as well.
So this has been this for
4 years, yeah.
4 years.
4 years, I've never changed it, yeah. And this
So
was
is
like,
this like your drawer for your socks and stuff?
and my underwears and stuff, he puts them in there, and then I got some books and stuff in here.
And you got out with the Instagram, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nawaf, so the story is, I'll give a bit and then I'll hand over to Nawaf, but so I tried YouTube in 2020 during COVID, after I got fired from my job at KPMG. I tried YouTube, I failed miserably, and I just tried Instagram after that a year later when I moved to London, and I failed at that as well. I was just really bad with like recording, editing, that just doesn't make sense to me. I was a good writer though. So I tried YouTube, failed, tried Instagram, failed, 6 months each, made no money, wasted time. And then I tried LinkedIn, and that's when I started popping off, because I wrote good copy, and LinkedIn is the only platform if you have decent copywriting skills and you can throw up a good image, you'll go viral. So I grew on LinkedIn very fast, and I went from 0 to 25k followers in a year, and I also basically found a problem area that was really deep, which is international students in the UK looking for jobs. So I had all of those validated posts I did like 3 a week, so 150 or so. And I went to Nawaf, I was like, hey, I've got this validated bank of content. Why don't we just bring this over to Instagram? And he was still at uni and he was in Pakistan.
Surprisingly, we just used that content on LinkedIn, which was proven, and we got on Instagram and it blew up. So we got like 0 to 51K in like 7 months, 8 months.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Millions of views in the first week.
With
Yeah.
In the
reels?
first week. With
Instagram.
We just used the reels, but it had the picture format, picture and the caption so that people would keep reading it. So it was crazy. Organic content is king actually.
How much money did you make when your life started to like change, I guess?
Very, very cliche, but it was 10K a month. I was making around 3K a month GBP. So the business was making 6K a month before, but I had a co-founder. So 50% went to him, 50% to me. And
You don't have that anymore?
no.
No.
So then I found Skool. So actually, I Googled the story of how I made 10K a month. It's really interesting. I Googled how to monetize an audience. Literally, that's what I Googled this in November because I was frustrated working really hard, not making a lot of money. And then literally one of the first few links was how I make 50K MRR on Skool. I clicked on it, I saw the videos, but I was like, wow, like I could apply this to my niche. And then over 4 days, I basically in this flat. Back then I had another knee surgery, so after my surgery I was like basically my hair was long, I had like super long beard, I'm like looking completely homeless. I basically built this whole business, which is basically lead magnet and then Skool, and then brought all of my traffic all over onto Skool free community, and then we closed them on from the Skool community to a call, and then I was selling high ticket. Like I say high ticket, it was still very low ticket, it was £600 or £1,000. I was just selling them anything I could get my hands on. It's like, okay, you can source jobs, let me do a job sourcing like custom plan for you. Okay, you can do your CV, let's do a CV and LinkedIn package for you. And I was selling myself as well, so I was basically doing the LinkedIn content, bringing them into the free community, and I was DMing them on Skool. I did that probably for a few days, and then as soon as that started working out, I think I got the guy got hired to message people on Skool. People look at me now and they think, oh yeah, like that's so much. You've got your bank of LinkedIn content, your bank of Instagram content, then you've got your bank of Q&A calls that you're going to do, you've got your bank of resources, and it seems really structured, but honestly, and you probably know this as well, entrepreneurship is very iterative. Like you keep building on top of stuff, and you keep building, and then after 3 years you look back and you're like, holy shit, I've got a system for basically every part of my business. And you just gotta like keep doing it every day. And that's basically what I've learned. Like now I know this model that I've got. I've done high ticket and low ticket. I'd like to ask you as well, what are your thoughts on ARR versus MRR? Because I'm struggling with churn. We've got 48% churn now, which is terrible.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Right? Churn is pretty tough. We used to have super complex like free community and traffic, and we busted our ass like last year.
Yeah.
Like we worked hard, and then I realized if we're gonna double this business, we'll just have to like work double the amount that we did, because we also had churn. We did everything we could.
18 to 20.
18 to 20%.
Still way better than I've done.
Now we start selling annual. Our churn today is like 2.7%. Yeah, it's very low, and we make more money as well. So you don't have to charge like thousands of dollars, but you can maybe charge $500-600 for a year.
Yeah, we charge a lot more, but you basically just need to like establish like the LTV of a customer on a monthly basis, and like if they're paying like $200 or $300 LTV, then just charge like $500.
Yeah, that's how
If you still divide it by 12, it's less than monthly, but you're still collecting more cash from an individual customer. Yeah.
Because even if you have 100% churn on yearly,
Yeah.
Still 8.3% churn monthly.
yeah.
Yeah.
See? So it's like even if you churn everybody on yearly, it's like having 8.3% on monthly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy. So this is like one of the places where you.
So this fell down now. 'cause
This is so cool. Like you can just sit in your bedroom and you make like. What is the revenue right
now.
It's like
61K MRR.
61K MRR.
It's fell down. So this is.
And how long ago was it you started this business? You said
So I started this business in January 2024.
4, right?
But this model, the low ticket model, I started in January 25.
Yeah.
So and I hit 60K MRR in 3 months. So we've basically stagnated
So it's 60K MRR
in 3 months.
in 3 months.
In 3 months. From start.
60K.
From scratch, yeah.
Just like working from your laptop, basically.
laptop.
Pretty badass.
Yeah. Which is, and now it's gotten to the point where even though my MRR is less, my profits are going up. So yeah, basically, this is where I work 1 day a week. The rest of the days I am working from the office. But if you were to look at my setup, it's very simple. That's a £100 screen. Got a few books there. Most of them I've read. So Stephen Bartlett's 1% Diary, journaling. Got my graduation photo there. Name plaque I got as a gift as well. I have a stopwatch timer as well. It's out of battery, which I used a lot when I launched.
People crank those out.
Yeah, they get cranked. So I used this when I launched this this new model, the UK Job Institute, my new low ticket. And literally whenever I want to write, like review something, or want to write a LinkedIn post, or let's say I have a target to post a job ad out on like 10 platforms, I give myself like 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes, because that's usually like how long our attention span is for. 45 minutes and then boom, and then just look at that, and then that's literally giving me real-time urgency. So this is my screen, right? So if you look at it here,
So this is your.
it's my workflow.
So this is like your community. This is your product, right?
This is my product, and if you actually guys want results, there you go. 60.6k MRR, so slightly less than 61k MRR. And I have right now 69k in payouts that I'm gonna get, and I'm stacking this up.
So you will have a payout in 5 days at 55k.
Yeah, which is insane.
For those people who have no idea what this is, like, what is it that you do? Like, where do you get like traffic from?
Sure.
Like, how do you convert them? Like, how do you sell them? Or what do you sell them? Like, what do you even do? Is
sure.
it a digital product or what is it?
I can give the full
Yeah.
shebang. But the full shebang basically is that I teach international students how to get their first job in the UK. And the way I teach it is by posting content on LinkedIn and then posting content on Instagram. I am not an editor or videographer, so I just write and then add a picture, and then that post goes on LinkedIn. And all the video side of stuff is done by Nawaf right now, who's over there. And he basically does all the marketing, the lead generation, if you're a proper like business person. He does the lead gen on Instagram, I do it on LinkedIn. And basically...
So here you're on LinkedIn, you have like
77,000
followers.
Yeah.
And you,
How long did it take you to get 77,000 followers?
So I started like religiously posting in January, or probably like March 23. So 2 years, 2 years and 3 months. Which, as you can look at it as well, like this is like the brutal honesty of entrepreneurs. You meet people who go from 0 to 100k in like a few months, but I've just had slow and steady sustainable growth. I started making this money generally when I launched on Skool. Because when I launched on Skool, it was basically, I started thinking in terms of lead magnet to get people into my Skool community. So Skool forced me to think of how do I build a great lead magnet and get people into my Skool community and then convert them onto a call. That was my thought process.
Where were you hosting before?
So I was just posting on LinkedIn. Like I was just doing LinkedIn, nothing else. And my whole goal with posting on LinkedIn was I'd funnel people into my income sharing agreement program, where basically I'd have them get a job and they'd pay me after they get a job. And even the money I made from that, I paid 50% to my co-founder. So, and I was basically coaching them for free. I was catching up with every student every day for like 90 days. And if they get a job in 2 months, they're done. But average, it would take them around 6 to 8 weeks. And I was basically making 2 to 3k a month. It's basically nothing. So that post I did yesterday,
so you got like 50,000 impressions and like
in
1,100 likes.
Yeah, in 1 day.
And then they basically read that, and then you take them to like your Skool About page.
Exactly.
Show the product as well, like the actual Skool community. For those who have no idea, it's like a community, classroom, course. Or like what do you do here? Like
It's basically step-by-step training on how to get your first job in the UK as an international student or immigrant, as you would say it. And we've condensed all of their biggest mistakes into the step-by-step course, and now it's in here basically.
So all of these modules is literally just like click this, do this. This is how you write it. It's just step for step,
Step by
how
step.
somebody can basically land a job in the UK.
That's literally it. And also what we've done is we've incorporated a lot of tech. So now what they can do is they can literally fill out a type form. And then when they fill out a type form, a VA basically goes through their responses and they send them like which jobs to target. So they don't even know which jobs to target. We tell them, okay, you've got this degree, you've got this experience, apply for this job. And then with their CV as well, we have an application tracker that when they fill out the onboarding form, they get access to. So actually, you guys saw the negative numbers on my bank account, by the way. The January and February, I lost money because basically I wanted to scale this low ticket. Because I basically would rather make, it depends on the entrepreneur's lifestyle. I'd rather make 100k net profit a month and have systems and have freedom than make 300k a month net profit, but be drowning in high ticket complaints. And I don't want that lifestyle. So I'd rather have a good life with sustainable business. And now if you're watching this right now, you're probably wondering, wow, this is like a lot of stuff. How did this guy figure all of this stuff out? Honestly, I didn't even build this. So I hired a contractor to build this. What we've done is we built a step-by-step process, and when I was building this, I wasn't even thinking in terms of money. I was thinking of how can I completely detach myself from the business and like build a system where they're doing the work and getting results without me having to like do any work. And I had to lose money in the first few months, but now it's gone to a point where like I could right now do no work, and because since Instagram is getting 80% of the revenue, I could do no work and literally just fuck off and do one call a week and still make 50k profit a month. Nice. From July, I make 50k net profit a month because I'll be in Dubai. I won't mainly be paying taxes, and also most of my team is remote, and everyone else who is based in the West is full commission only. So if the business doesn't make money, they don't make money.
Did this guy ever believe that he would be a full-time entrepreneur making $60,000 a month?
No, honestly, no. It's like when you start off, you don't believe you will hit big numbers. Like you just believe, yeah, maybe I'll just make enough to like not have to go back into a job. And it's like I never knew when I was starting off with it. I was like, I'm making 2 to 3k a month with my business partner, and I'm working really long hours. I just need to do my own thing and make the same money. That was my goal. So when I hit 9k British pounds in my first month, that was a shock to myself as well. I was like, holy shit, like that's a lot. That's more money than I made with my co-founder, and there's less people, and I have full control, and I don't have to run every decision by my co-founder. So it's crazy. Like honestly, this wouldn't have been possible without Skool, wouldn't have been possible without working with Ted. But this stuff is very possible if you've got like a small audience as well. So I know you guys talk about having a small audience, like William Brown, you've probably seen on YouTube. That guy was making 100k per month when he had less than 10k subscribers. Yeah. He's making 500k a month. He's got less followers or subscribers than me, and he's making 8x the money 8x the money I'm making. So you don't need a huge following as well to make a lot of money. You need to have you can have 100 true fans and make like 10k a month if they're high quality enough.
Show the Instagram as well.
Do you want to see the Instagram? Let's do it.
So basically what we have is we have it all systemized. We post 2 stories a day and two reels a day. One of the reel is like a kind of like a text type of reel. So basically we have a B-roll of everyone doing something, probably working, driving, and then we have like a value basically prop where we should give them a little value and have a CT in the end. And then we get them in the DMs and the DM closes them. This is one of the reel we do, and the other reel we do is we have friends speaking. And this is actually really
examples of how international students.
This is just chopped up. Everyone talked about. We have chopped up Zoom calls and then we put them here, which is really valuable. And other than that, we have the stories, which are usually testimonials and like valuable things, and then we get them in the DMs and then we close them. Yeah.
I was just gonna add something on here. Like Nawaf basically does a really good job at leveraging stories to generate leads. So basically, reels are kind of like nurture, and then DM if you want a freebie. But like the real ManyChat volumes are like 500, 600,000 runs. 600 runs means 600 leads, 600 conversations. Close 10% of that, 60 sales at $69, at $3,600 that you can make in a day. And that's mostly through stories. And Nawaf does a great job at that. And also, Nawaf built all of this. I never sat with him. This was like him doing it. Like the branding, the Canva stuff was all him.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
And remotely as well, in Pakistan.
Oh, really?
It's a West-based business. Yeah. He's in Pakistan. He just flew in a few days ago.
Wait, so you don't live here?
Yeah, I don't live here. I just came here 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He went to uni in Pakistan.
Okay.
I went to uni here. But my family's in Pakistan, but I came here for undergrad. We would look at like my validated LinkedIn posts and bring them onto Instagram. Yeah. So this was a freebie we gave away on LinkedIn. It did well. This exact hook we copied from LinkedIn, brought it over to Instagram, created a reel, like a B-roll of me, and then like a mini video of like the freebie.
It's a value. It's a lot of value.
It's value. And that's 353 comments, guys. So if half of them are mine because we reply, that's 175 leads who are interested in companies that sponsor visas in the UK, which is interesting. This is 150.
And so this video had how many views?
Nothing, 10k views.
So 10k views, you get like 150 leads.
175 leads, yeah.
It's not bad.
Which is crazy. And like there's some videos. There's one video we did that got. Which video were you looking at that got like 10k?
12 video? Which one?
One video got 12.8 million views.
The 30
really?
comments, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd also like to tell a story which Max will resonate with is that one reel got 30 million views and it got us negative leads. So for a week, my sales guys were like, "Oh, Farun, I hate this reel. It's not getting me leads." So our most viral video got us leads from Eastern Europe, got us leads from South America, and I love people from there, but they're not our leads. We can't help them.
Yeah.
So we've got all of these people who are in my inbox, and we can't even sell to them.
So you made more money with a 10K view video than a 13 million view video.
Way more money. In fact, the 13 million video probably made us lose money. Why? Because our sales guys were having to like pay literally. Oh, the first question is where are you based in the world, and if they say like let's say Brazil, we move them to the general inbox. So that's like imagine like from a DM closer's workflow, they're having to obviously have a clipboard. They send a message, then they wait for a response. Like one tap, that's 1 second. Another tap, and then third tap. That's 5 seconds of their time wasted to move them to the other inbox, and then they're doing that. Let's say how many comments you got? 13,000.
It's 20,000 comments.
20,000 comments, right? And now imagine, let's say only 50% of those people weren't. That's a really low number. But if 10,000 people of those 20,000 people weren't based in the UK, they're unqualified leads. 10,000 to 5 seconds per extra lead. That's 50,000 seconds.
0.9 million.
Oh, you found it. Nice.
In the middle.
Wow.
Wait.
Nice one.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
And
How many
that-
comments does it have?
221,000 likes. But this reel, even though it got more views, made you less money essentially.
Yeah, and like my editor, like I had an editor then, he was like, hey, for I'm gonna be working on like 10 next, like these versions of these reels. I was like, no, you're not. This is not getting a sale. It's not good use of our time. And most people who haven't got, I'd say, who haven't worked with people who are better than them. I learned this from like Ted as well. Like, oh yeah, your followers don't really matter, or like you say that as well. You're obviously ahead of me, and you're right, because like you can have a lot of followers and not make a lot of money. There's people like who won the Skool games with me. So I won the recent quarter, and they have like over 500k followers, and they're literally at like 8-9k a month. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
It's because the audience is so broad, they can't directly like speak to anybody.
So my content is all about just how to get a job in the UK as an international student, and that's all I want to talk. Like even when I like talk about business just a bit, I see like in real time, because I love talking about business. People start leaving the Zoom call because they're not there to start a business. They want a job. So that's all I talk about in my content, on my Zoom calls, everything. Hey everyone, so this is the office. I launched my load ticket from here. That's at 61 kmh. And that's Mohammed from my team there. That's my head DM closer. Khalid, he's the guy that basically built all the DM closing system.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Nice to see you in person. I've seen you all online and school and everything. It's good to see you in person.
It's kind of weird, right? To see something.
It is kind of different, yeah.
No, but it's good. But what I was saying is, we launched, we got the office in January, just down there. And basically, when we moved in here November last year, me and Ahmed and Mohammed were just working from here, co-working spaces just down there. But then we realized we're quite loud and we're quite like, oh, we hit these targets, and I'm quite like, I pump people up. So we got an office just down there. And honestly, great office place. But the main reason I got it is because it's like 10-minute walk away, 5-minute cycle away. So when we moved in here, really interesting story. Mohammed lives like 10 minutes away. Mohammed's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just walk or bus. I was like, no, you're not gonna take a bus for 35 minutes to us. That's your time, that's valuable. So I had a cycle. I was like, hey, just take my cycle. I bought a new crappy cycle. Now we have 3 cycles. I've got one, Ahmed's got one, and Mohammed's got one.
I was gonna say biking over here.
Yeah, we bike.
Perfect.
4 minutes, yeah. Literally door to door, 4 minutes. For you, it's what, 9 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes max. I'm right hand
10
office.
minutes. And there's a cycle storage downstairs. So like literally like end to end, from like wake up, brush my teeth, shower, go on the bike, in the office, like 20 minutes door to door, from like my eyes open and it's like inside my office,
Crazy.
which is crazy. That's why I got this place.
Efficient.
Very much.
That's good.
I was hiring for a role. I've been nice.
Nice.
This is the office. You guys can notice the Skool trophy.
There you go. Cool.
Thanks, Skool team. They sent me that.
Wait, she got another one, right?
You'll get another one, I think.
Oh, I should get another one.
You won twice.
Don't quote me on that. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't mind getting a second one for all. But how am I not going to take that in my suitcase as well to Dubai? That's the question.
Bro, 100%.
I need to, yeah, 100%.
Like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, if I don't.
When you get this place, is it like just a box and a room, or?
Well, basically, none of the screens. I had to buy the screens. So
Put the
Okay.
desk in here?
no. So this place is what, 2,500 a month. So that 4K USD roughly a month for this tiny room.
Whoa.
Wow.
And I had to buy the screens. Just got the chairs and desks. That's it. This I had to buy. This they were. I mean, I had to ask them. They gave it to me for free, but apparently this was like a few hundred quid extra as well. So besides the desks, there was nothing in here. Like for context, if you're back home and you're thinking, holy shit, how do I afford 30K a year for an office? I'm not even making 30K a year in my business. Well, you don't, because we got this office a year after we made like over $1 million in revenue. So this was after that. Before that, we were fully remote. I and Ahmed had a WeWork subscription. That was £100 a month. That's super cheap. We didn't even need that. But yeah, all of this stuff, like you don't need this stuff, to be honest.
What do you think about remote versus in person?
I think in person is good if you're going from 0 to 1. Yeah, if you're starting it from scratch. But if you've got a model, now we're just scaling. We've got a model. I'd say, we know what to do to decrease churn. We know what to do to increase our daily sales and MRR. We just got to do that. Like Mohammed actually makes more sales when he's working from home.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You're just locked in when you're at home, right? You're focused.
Yeah.
No distractions. You're just locked in, working.
We
You
also-
get all the sales. Yeah.
So Mohammed's obviously really, really good at that. And we also put some things on the wall. Like for example, I put that there, which is we take action, just to remind ourselves that like we don't, like, when we get into like, oh, let's execute now. We need to start taking action. So I push that a lot. Obviously, Mohammed's an executor. We're all executors. It's good to remind ourselves. And then we put that on there. We are customer obsessed. After we had transparently, like we made money, but we had a lot of people who were very happy and a lot of people who weren't very happy. And that really hurt me on a deep level. I was like, I don't really like this. Doesn't feel like the right way to make money. And we're like, no, we're gonna deliver a lot of value. We're basically gonna over deliver on what we promise, and we're just gonna obsess over that, and the money will come. And our goal was generally like we were burning 20 to 25K British pounds a month, basically office salaries. These guys were on salary even if we didn't make money. 20 to 25K USD, and then I had like a contractor Phil. I was paying him 3K USD a month, and basically our goal was just to break even. And we broke even in like a month. Like by end of February we broke even, and then March onwards was making a profit. That's why I had negative balances. But yeah, like now it's like on the point where like this is extremely scalable, the low ticket model, and if we were to implement annual as well, we can hopefully get more LTV per customer.
You hyped for steak?
Yeah.
Arlen took us out for a really nice dinner.
Shout out for
We had a really good day. It was a really good day.
Thank
you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming, guys.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
If you had one message to share with the world, one final message, what would you tell the world?
That's a tricky one. I need to think about it. I'll give the message first and then the rationale. You don't need an idea or money to start a business. You just need to start. That's it. And you can start by posting content online and selling a product that solves the problems of the audience. That's all I'd say. If you don't need money, you don't need an idea, you just need to start. That's it. And the reason I say that is most entrepreneurs or people who want to be entrepreneurs I meet and say, for I want to start a business like you and make, hundreds of thousands of millions online. And I tell them, why aren't you starting? Why are you in your job? And most of them say, oh, it's because I don't have an idea. That's 80% of people I meet. And then the next 20% or so say, I don't have money. Those are the two things. So I started without an idea, without money. And yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm going to Dubai in a few weeks. So hopefully I don't go bankrupt. But yeah, you don't need that. What are your thoughts on that, Mike? What you need to start a business?
I think you're a great testament. I think that's great. You just started. You're making like 50, 55K per month if you profit.
And profit. That's pretty much it. You need no money, no idea. Just start and take action. That's what I did last year at Max's Community. I joined the Q&A calls, asked questions. I selfishly got my action steps and I executed. And I won the Skool games, twice.
Right.
Thank you for your time.
No worries, man.